Hey, how's it going? It's Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com with your CTO Daily Dose for October 10th, 2017. We're going to try and answer a basic question. How do you know if you have a hybrid cloud versus a hybrid IT environment? One forms naturally while the other forms with, I think, a very cognizant and deliberate approach. A lot of times we'll run, I live in the Midwest, and you'll run into a beautiful field of wildflowers. It's hard to determine if that wildflower prairie was there by design because it grows naturally, or if it was just something that's brought out under, just ordinary conditions of letting the field go here in the Midwest. You will just get wildflowers. The same can be said for hybrid IT. When you operate an enterprise infrastructure, enterprise IT operations, you're going to naturally get wildflowers. These hybrid IT setups in which you have some type of software as a service, some infrastructure as a service, or maybe even some platform as a service integrating with your IT systems. You'll do this out of necessity. There is a need to meet the business requirements. A lot of times, the business and sometimes IT will go out and procure services with the intent of optimizing operations, i.e., we'll go out and get Office 365 as opposed to operating our own Exchange environment. However, I still classify that as hybrid IT versus hybrid cloud. That is integrating external or internal cloud services with your traditional IT environment. Hybrid cloud is a bit more deliberate. And here in the Chicago, we have this beautiful forest preserve that's all oak trees. It's like impossible. This is not a natural occurrence. You don't just walk into a forest of all oak trees. That just doesn't happen naturally. It was planned. It was designed by a preservist who wanted to honor the oak tree for some whatever strange reason, but it was deliberate. When you create a hybrid cloud, you do it with the direct intent to integrate your existing IT infrastructure and external IT infrastructure or services. And how do you tell that it's a deliberate intent? Well, one, we have the hybrid cloud. I'll just draw a picture of a cloud. And then within that, we have smaller clouds. These smaller clouds may be public cloud, private clouds, really doesn't matter. An example would be Azure as one service, or on premises OpenStack deployment, and maybe some AWS because, it's AWS and they're the biggest cloud provider out there. And then from the external consumer, and that consumer can be an end user, a developer, an IT infrastructure professional. They are on premises or off premises. Let's draw a decent picture of a user at least. And they consume your hybrid cloud as if they're consuming one service. Now, that's a pretty high standard that I'm setting, but it is the standard that I think is an appropriate definition of a cloud. That regardless of the pieces that make up your infrastructure, the consumption of that hybrid infrastructure is pretty consistent. The hybrid cloud has a single, I don't want to call it a single control plane because that's really difficult across multiple cloud providers. But operationally, it presents itself as a single control plane. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this at a couple of events this year. Tonight, I'll be in Indianapolis for an Expedient hosted event, and then on the 24th of October, I'll be in Philly for an Nexient hosted by HPE event talking through the journey to a hybrid cloud, going from hybrid IT, going to a hybrid cloud, and how do you need to prepare for that journey. Until then, you can follow more CTO Advisor on the web, thectoadvisor.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow me on LinkedIn to join into the conversation. Search for the hashtag CTO Daily Dose. Talk to you guys next CTO Daily Dose.